I don't know why I can't figure this out, bro. I thought it's like every other time, right?
Before we get started, I am proud to announce that the Bogcast has officially partnered with Hempful Farms. These are products that I truly believe in and that I have been using for years now. Even Fabius and Gertie love their Paw Putty products. They literally have CBD for everyone. So if you want to save money when buying your CBD, just go to hempfulfarmscbd.com, use promo code BODCAST, and you will save 15% off when spending $35 or more. And you will get free shipping when spending $75 or more. So again, just use promo code BODCAST at the checkout and go to hempfulfarmscbd.com.
It smells hot. You smell it? Yeah.
Where the fuck is McClay?
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
What's up, everyone? What's up, chat? What's up, McClay?
What up, brother?
It's weird saying what's up to you again when I just said that like 20 minutes ago, but acting like I'm seeing you for the first time again.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what's up, McClay?
Dude, I am. That was a nice pre-session right there that we just partook in. And
yeah, for everyone in chat, we might start doing the show 15 minutes early, because me and McClay kind of just hang out. McClay goes on his backyard, smokes a blunt. I'm pretty much smoking the whole time anyway and shit. And maybe we'll post out the Discord a little early too and shit. But you were talking about the new palm leaves you got.
Yeah, dude.
And also, what strain are you smoking?
So this is I went and picked some of these up. These are the King Palm. These are mango. I wanted to grab the
they don't have like
Sugar
straight?
Sean O'Malley. They have a special like Sean O'Malley did a promotion for them, and I thought it would be cool to grab some because I've been wanting to try them. You know what I mean? And I figured, hey man, this is the show to do it. But I went and dude, they were sold out. They had an empty box. They just had the empty box.
Bigger than ever right now, man. We'll definitely get in that a little bit. Sean O'Malley is the new UFC champion. It was fucking pretty spectacular to watch. Me and McClay have been both following his career forever. He trains right up the fucking street. But strain are you smoking in those things, dude?
Dude, this stuff is excellent. It is called Suavecito Cake, I believe. It's an indica sativa hybrid.
What the fuck is this? Looks like it's from 1998.
I know, right? Blue sherbet and thin mint cookies. It's the strain. Here's the. That's it right there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and you know what I put on it? I put on some of that hash that I got. So I've been dude. I bought an ounce of. I think I talked about it last week, and I took that and I put it in a little jar, and I put 2 grams of keef all over it and shook it up, and that's what I used to roll. But tonight I was like, I gotta roll up something special. So this was I like every time I go in the dispensary now, I gotta buy like an eighth of something that's really fucking good, just for like special moments and shit. You know,
this is special right now.
No, you know what I mean. This podcast is always fucking. That's
yeah, I like it,
highest, bro.
You look ripped, dude. I love it. I'm fucking. I love that you get ripped right before the show, dude. It's about as fuck.
Yeah, looking at you.
I got myself a little. Fucking, they had a good deal on mix and matches, dude.
Oh, nice.
So, I got 4 different strains, and then I still had a strain from last week. So the first strain, we've actually talked about it before, called Ice Cream Cake. Just a mix of, or like I should say, cross between wedding cake and gelato number 33. The effects are sleepy, relaxed, and hungry. Okay, keep that in mind. The next one's cake mix, which is wedding cake and London pound cake crossed. Okay, this sits at 24%, which is not bad. Tingly, talkative, giggly. That's the perfect strain for the Bogcast, right?
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want to get a little tingly? You know, we have to talk. We're podcasting, and I like to laugh, right? So, Grape Kush. It's a hybrid strain. Has sharp and fruity aromas. Sleepy, hungry, euphoric. Right? Keep that in mind. What are you doing, McClay? Texting
I'm
your
sharing our
fucking-
link.
Oh.
I'm sharing our link.
And finally, Biscotti, a potent indica dominant hybrid strain made from crossing Gelato 25 with Sour Florida OG. Also tingly, relaxed, and hungry. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 5 strains I have. Guess what I did with these 5 strains?
Put them all together into yeah.
Motherfucker,
mix
yeah.
them all
Mix
up.
all that
Yeah.
motherfucker up. And guess what? I want to feel tingly, relaxed, hungry, sleepy, euphoric, talkative, giggly, relaxed, and hungry. So we'll see.
Well-
Hopefully I have all those feelings.
Yeah.
I'm just playing, dude. I just think that's just hilarious. Like, I want to know the person who like smoked it and was like, I feel tingly. And he like wrote it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I love that shit, dude. What
Yeah.
any of those anybody got any good strain names too? If you got any crazy strain names, we want to hear about them. Put them up in the live chat.
Yeah. And also, yeah, let us know what strain you're
Yeah.
smoking. If it's a sativa, indica, and yeah, especially wacky strain names. So we got the Gorilla Glue. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Good shit, dude.
I don't know how you want to
Big-
start the show, dude. I mean, there's so many different topics that we can get into. We have a new segment. I know we have the UFO report. I don't know how crazy that shit is this week. We also have, you know, the Sean O'Malley shit.
I want to talk about the Sean O'Malley shit right off the bat, dude.
Word, dude.
I think that is probably the biggest thing that's happened for us for a long time, right? Something a real big win, right? A real big win, whether it's in sports
I don't
or
want to
anything.
sound cheesy or anything, but I've never felt proud for like a famous athlete. You know what I mean? Because I guess, you know, UFC is the only sport that I follow, and you know, we've been following him fucking forever, dude. And then just see his career, you know what I mean? And then all the like hiccups that he had with, you know, his foot and his fucking injuries. You know, he hasn't fought in 2 years, and then he goes out and becomes the world champion. I had DT over. I was fucking dude, when he knocked that motherfucker out, I was jumping up and down and screaming and shit. I was like,
Isn't that-
my fucking God. I was so fucking happy, dude. It was so sick.
Dude,
And you know what's crazy? Go ahead, sorry.
There's an amazing thing that only happens to me with 2 sports, and that's hockey
Yep.
and MMA. And there's this excitement when you're really looking forward to a big game or a big match, or you know what I mean? Like, I remember just you feel like you're part of it. You get an adrenaline rush. You know what I mean?
I was nervous. I was nervous. I have to admit, bro,
Yeah.
I was a little worried because I knew if Sterling got a hold of him, it might be over and shit. Because he was the defending champion, the 3-time defending champion and shit, right? And dude, it was crazy because I don't know how much you watched of it, but that first round they didn't even touch each other until like at the very last, like, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds. He grabbed him and then kept him off. And DT was like, what am I watching? Just because it was so like boring kind of. And I said to him, dude, I go, Sean's just waiting for him to make one mistake and he's going to clock him. And sure as fucking shit, that's exactly what happened, dude, within the next like 3 minutes of it, dude. It was so sick.
What was so cool about it is you could tell he was getting his distance right, and he put right before he did it where he put his hand up to him, so he kind of felt out where his distance was, and then he knew it. And have you seen those things where
can you pull it up? Or
yeah, I'm pulling it up right now, dude.
What's crazy is this is the first time in UFC history where literally right after the fight, they put the whole round up on YouTube. They never do that ever. Like they're really like usually anal about that stuff, like clips and all that.
Bring that up.
So like the whole round's actually already on YouTube, if not the whole fight now. But
is it who put it up?
The UFC.
Wow, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like the UFC put it up themselves.
Yeah, there it is.
But he asked his corner, and they said they thought he wanted at the end of the round, but very close.
Don't do.
To start making performances.
It now belongs to.
Oh wow! This is right at the beginning of the second round.
At the end of the round, but very close.
Don't do that. Don't do that, please.
Tim Welch was talking shit right there. Yeah, that's why the ref was saying that.
Badass, dude.
For some sort of verbal.
They said he was talking to Aljo. Earlier leg attack for Aljamain Sterling here. O'Malley doing a good job of attacking his wrist. We saw Leon Edwards do the same thing against Kamaru Usman. Attack the far wrist, not allowing your opponent to get to a takedown.
Wow, he got out of it. Nicely done.
You can see the Nelk boys in the crowd and shit.
Late in round one was to get a feel for what it might be like early round two. Sterling on it.
Dude, I jumped up.
A lot of people.
I was like, oh shit.
A lot of people are mad that they stopped it, but I think the guy had to stop it. He held it.
Yeah,
for so
I know.
long.
I saw that.
You know, like
he gave. I feel like he gave him enough chances to get up, and it's because he flips over on his back right here.
Yeah,
or off his back, I should say.
Yeah. And this is badass. How he just walks around and he's just looking at everybody. That's bad as fuck, bro. I can't believe how young he is. You forget how young he is, bro. You
How old is
forget
he? Like
how young he is.
like 4 or 5 or something?
I think, dude, he's only
26
been
or something?
doing this. Yeah, he's only been doing this for 6 years now. Right in the UFC.
Look at, you could see Steve will do it right there. See him with his shirt off, and then he grabs a Happy Dad and he takes a swig from it. Actually, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But also the craziest fucking thing, Steve will do it. He said that he tweeted like, "This was the happiest day of my life, the best day of my life." But the craziest stat or fact of this is he didn't grapple for 6 weeks before this fight because he had a crazy rib injury, and that's the things that you find out after the fight because you don't want your opponent to know about, right? So the fact that he was facing the best grappler in the game and didn't grapple for 6 weeks, like even Tim Welch was nervous about that. But yeah, dude, this is sick.
That's dope, dude. That's good shit.
Yeah, and I'm also just as happy for his coach, Tim Welch, Tim Welch too.
Yeah.
How come the screens went up like that?
Oh, that's my fault. I apologize.
But he's I don't know. They're saying he's supposed to fight in December, which is, I think that's pretty quick. But
yeah, I like what he said after the fight too.
Yeah, play it.
He's like, "So did he win?" All right, here we go.
Champion of the world, Sean O'Malley.
I'm here with the winner and new bantamweight champion of the world, Sugar Sean O'Malley. How does that feel? What's up, Boston?
It feels right, baby. It feels right.
Sean, you envisioned this. You trained for this. Did you expect it to go down the way it did?
Honestly, this was the most nervous I've ever been for a fight. In my eyes, Aljamain Sterling is the best bantamweight of all time. So yeah, I was a little bit nervous for this fight, but I never lost the confidence because I know what I possess in this fucking right hand, baby!
And Sean,
fuck yeah, dude, that's so sick.
I want you to enjoy this right hand because it was as pretty as any right hand that's ever been thrown inside the octagon. Look at this timing.
Dude, you could see it in his face. His eyes closed and he knows it's coming. He's like, I fucked up. They need to make one of those gift things or whatever where it stops and goes, in this moment is when I realized I fucked up.
Jesus.
And then there's other clips of him in the locker room literally practicing the same move over and over. Like Tim knew that this was going to happen and this was the move, and he was just waiting. That's why that first round he was just dodging him, waiting for this moment to clock him, you know?
Fight. It only takes one mistake against me. I don't even know if that was a mistake. I'm just that fucking good.
Sean, this is a monumental moment for you in your career. I want you to enjoy it, but I want you to tell us, give us your thoughts now on what it means to be the champion and what kind of reign we're going to see from you.
Yeah, this is just the beginning of the Sugar era. I'm running this shit till 2035, baby. Did Cheeto win?
Cheeto won tonight.
Was it boring? Probably. December in Vegas at T-Mobile. Let's fucking go, baby!
Fuck yeah.
I want you to enjoy this. You worked so hard for it. You are the new bantamweight champion of the world. Sugar Sean.
The other thing is, dude, is that, to be honest with you, that card was boring because every single fight went to the judges, and I cannot stand when that happens. Like, I hate how there's only 3 judges, and it just, you know, how the scoring goes. So just like to see a knockout, it was just like even extra exciting.
Yeah. Immediately after. Did you see this?
Is there volume?
Yeah. Hold on.
You are the man. You're the man. You are the man. You're the man.
You tell he's just fucking ripped. Just sitting there holding the fucking belt.
Dude, they didn't fight until like midnight in Boston. So that was like 2 or 3 in the morning, you know? Like they said he didn't get to party or anything. They just kind of chilled out the Nelk boys a little bit. He was actually back in Phoenix the next day. Him and Tim fucking podcasting.
And sick, dude. Well, congratulations to them, to Sean and everybody over there at Tim's school, Red Hawk, right? Right down the street from you.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. And Chris Martin actually, the kids train with him and shit. So
that's cool. That's very cool, man.
Do you see the all the Dillon Danis and Logan shit?
I did. It's getting to the point where it's kind of getting cheesy, and
it is getting cheesy now. By today, it is getting cheesy. But Dillon Danis became like that anti-hero overnight. You know what I mean? Because I think everyone just wants to see Logan Paul get knocked out. I think, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and it's just so funny because we talked about how he was a piece of shit like 2 weeks ago, and then Dillon Danis just went on a rampage for like 4 days, posting pictures of Logan Paul's fiance on Twitter with like, there's about 75 pictures or 68 different dudes.
Yeah. And he photoshopped shit in there too also.
Yeah, those are the 7 photoshops,
yeah.
And then yeah, that shit's funny, dude. The press conference is kind of cheesy too. I don't know.
It was because of the press conference, right? I don't know. Here's the thing. I'm kind of over this
exhibition boxing.
I'm over it. No thanks.
I was interested in the Nate Diaz fight with Jake just because I loved Nate Diaz so fucking much, and I just was hoping to God he was gonna, you know, knock Jake out. But you're right, dude. It is pretty. There's this whole YouTube kid generation that watches that stuff. You know what I mean? Those guys are getting huge paydays for that shit.
Yeah. And you can tell like Nate did not. It looked like he did nothing for that fight, right? I mean,
no, he didn't even train or nothing, dude. I couldn't believe like Jake's training his ass off, has the best trainers in the world, literally going completely balls out. Nate doesn't even try, and he lasted all 10 rounds. That's the other thing I'm confused about with these fights. Is Jake's record real?
No,
because they're exhibition. Because people are telling me because they get it through the boxing commission that they are. and it's only championships or like 12 rounds, or I don't know that much about boxing. So to me, I don't know. It's
My
like,
process is I don't think anybody thinks of him as a real fighter. He's just
Who,
doing these
Jake?
exhibitions. Yeah, I mean, he can box.
I
Don't get me
think he's
wrong, but I don't
finally
look at
getting
him as a real
respected
fighter.
now, but definitely not Logan. Logan looks roided the fuck out.
He's fucking. He should stick to the wrestling shit. He's good at it, man.
Yeah,
he's
you're
like
right.
really good at that shit. He should just stick to that. But you could tell he's trying to make a payday too. Obviously, it's if it's ripe for you, then you're gonna do it, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, what is this?
Well, I was in the what do you call it? The title or whatever. I put Faces of Death, real or fake, and I wanted to read an article in regards to that and talk about Faces of Death.
Well, I think this is a perfect moment to go into our next segment, our new segment, though.
Okay. Are you sure?
It's up to you, man.
All right. Well, we've never actually done this before, but we do have a new segment. And before we get started with the segment, I just want to say, well, actually, let me just roll the video really quick.
Comment of the week.
What fucking perfect timing, dude.
Dude, we've done this show for a long time, right? And I'll be honest, there's two reasons I do this show. One is to honestly stay fucking sober. I'm a fucking addict. I need activities, and I just fill myself with all these fucking projects, you know what I mean, just to keep myself busy. The other one is to see my best friend each week and hang out and catch up and shit like that, right? But actually, there's three. The third part is I just want to make everyone laugh and just make fun of everything, pretty much, right? I thought we were kind of all on board with that. But and we've been doing this show for probably 4 to 5 years, and we've gotten probably hundreds of bad, shitty comments, right? And I actually think, I love when they either make fun of us, they'll make fun of us for being stoners, idiots. My laugh is made fun of. They'll fucking call McClay fat. They'll get mean. People get fucking mean and shit, right? But we've never brought up a comment before. This one, we have to bring this one up.
So last week's show, you guys, we talked about Trump derangement syndrome because it was funny, because we got to joke on Michael Rappaport and John Cusack and Rob Reiner because it was funny, not because we're Trump fans, because it was funny.
Yeah, we weren't defending Trump. I thought I made that clear before we even started the segment. I thought I said, hey, by the way, we're not political, this and that. This is just people who are fucking can't stop talking about them. Because the thing is, it's fun to shit on Biden, right? And then you can't without someone going, what about Trump? It's like
someone going, orange man bad.
But anyway, the other thing that's fucking so gay is when someone announces their departure from your content, right? There's so many channels that I've loved and followed, and then over the time I'm like, I don't like this motherfucker anymore. I don't go on fucking their comment section or my Facebook and go, I unsubscribe. Oh. You know what I mean? And it's usually some dipshit with no profile pic nor their face in any of their videos. They're called keyboard warriors, right? Like, holy shit. What the fuck? Dude, I talk so much shit on Twitter, and the only people that ever talk shit, it's like no profile pic, username 5675329. I'm like, motherfucker, you're a coward. You know what I mean? Like, you could see my face in the videos. Just click on the shit. Right? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I think this motherfucker thought he was a keyboard warrior. Nope. You want to read the comment, McClay? This was on your Instagram, I think.
This is on my Instagram immediately. So I put up if you guys follow my Instagram, I usually put up, a link to the show or a thing saying, hey, it shows the thumbnail. And this show was a killer thumbnail, dude. It had Michael Rappaport with a big, huge AIDS sore on his fucking chin. And I made the thing bigger, and it was just funny. And it was just us having fun, joking around, right? And it was great. And as soon as the guy saw it, he put up a post. I usually watch every week, but skip this episode when you brought up Trump. If anyone is deranged, it's people like you who still care about this kind of stuff. Trump belongs behind bars, and defending him in any way is deranged. Unsubscribed. Oh my God. It is wild.
Did we
It is
ever
wild.
did we defend him at all in
No.
that segment?
No.
No. I just made fun of Rob Reiner, John Cusack, Michael Rappaport, and I don't know. There's a bunch of them, like
yeah.
John Cryer.
The one that I hate the fact that he's like this is the dude that was in City of the Lost Children. What's that guy's name?
Ron Perlman. Yeah,
Ron Perlman. But Ron Perlman's still kind of funny because he's out there. So then he decides to put up a post on our YouTube. You fucking moron! Why? This is. Yeah, you dudes crack me up. Still somehow caring about Trump. What year is this? Maybe move on. Maybe stop smoking weed. It's affecting your perception of reality. And this is 2023, in case you cared. Hey, Mr. Roboto, maybe you should start smoking weed, bro. Maybe you should fucking take a bong rip right now, because you sound like you got a fucking stick up your ass, bro.
Yeah,
you sound like a pussy.
Yeah,
We're having fun up here. We're not up here to tell you that the person that you voted for is shitty. Everybody already knows that. They're all shitty. We all know that.
But this is the thing, like Daniel says, for everyone, and he's right about this, for every one that gets a joke, there are 3 who don't and 2 who are offended by it. The thing is, like, I'm not worried about that. Like I said, we're just trying to make people laugh and just joke and shit like that. You have to be willing to cross that line, I think, sometimes to, and even miss, right? For the sense of comedy, right? And people are too afraid, but we just got to stop. I don't know.
What does he think that this is going to get him? Dude, we're 2 dudes that smoke weed on air and talk about UFOs and comedians and sport and, UFC. What do you think we're talking about over here? Do you think like this is some serious agenda for the year of 2023? Do you think that there's any politics involved in any of this that matters? Chill out, man. Chill out.
So that is a case of TDS, right?
Big time, bro. Thank you. We put out a fucking line, dude. We threw that fucker out there with a live bait, dude. A live bait right on it. He grabbed it and took off with it. That's what he did, dude. We threw that fucker out there waiting for somebody to do that, and they did it.
But, I just want to say, like, we're never trying to sway someone's political ideas, and we're not trying to offend anybody, right?
No.
I'm trying to offend this guy now, but
yeah, now, yeah, but not before.
Anyway, that concludes the
comment of the week.
Well, and we have 300 shows worth of comments, my friend. So
should we go back?
No. Yeah, you never know what's.
I think that's the first time we've ever even talked about a comment, because it honestly it was just hilarious. I took the comment and I sent to you. I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And then you sent me another comment back, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Do we talk about this? Like, it feels kind of lame. Like, let's just go on. Let's go on."
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Yeah, I love it, bro. I love it. But dude, you talked about Faces of Death before this. I'm stoked.
Yeah, hang on a second.
If you guys don't know what Faces of Death is,
tell people what it is. I'm sure everybody knows, but
if you grew up in the 80s or 90s, you knew what Faces of Death was, because you had to deal with VHS tapes. You went to the rental store, whether it was in the early days, some local rental shop up the street, and that everybody went to in the neighborhood, or it turned into some big thing like Blockbuster or Hollywood Video or whatever. You knew about Faces of Death. Faces of Death was one of those shows, one of those movies in the 18 and over section, right? In the area
I don't even
that
remember it anywhere being like that. I just remember friends having it. Like, it seemed like it was
Yeah.
bootlegged or something, or like they just had it somehow. I don't even know how they got it.
I remember being probably 8 years old.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and so me and my brother stayed with during the summers from when we were in kindergarten up till like I was in like 5th grade, right? We stayed with this family down the street who had some older kids, and their youngest was a girl that was like 3 years older than me, and then they had a son that was 4 years older than me, and he just kind of like watched us. He became a family friend, and we just hung out over there with him. We literally stayed with this family.
This
right?
motherfucker showed you it?
Oh, bro, it was so awesome because we would pile in with his mom and dad and go up to the local video store in this old school station wagon, right? And we'd go in and we'd get crazy movies. Like the mom always wanted Aliens or Terminator because she liked she used to call them bad bitches, you know what I mean? Really kick-ass women in movies. So we'd always watch those type of movies. And then all the brothers would get like, you know, some either crazy movie or like Faces of Death or I
That's
remember
pretty young
Exorcist.
to see this shit, bro.
Yeah, bro, it was crazy, dude.
Not those
It was
movies. I saw
crazy.
those movies that you're talking about at that age, but not
Oh, yeah.
Faces of Death. I didn't get to see Faces of Death until I was, I think, 16 or 7. It was in room 26 when we were in high school. And dude, that fucking movie pretty much made me like a vegetarian for 2 years because of, dude, I hated that monkey scene. Like it was the animal torture scenes of that film, and it just, I had to walk out. There was like a big group of people watching it, and most everyone was just laughing at it and shit. And like I remember me and like a few other people were like, dude, we just can't watch this. We got to get the fuck out of here. It was just absolutely disgusting. But
I think my brother to this day has a fear of Michael Myers because he was shown that movie when he was like, you know, 5 years old, probably, you know?
That is,
yeah,
that explains a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Well, remember Collider used to be one of my favorite websites. Kind of went to shit, but they did an article on it recently. It was in March, and it says, "Was Faces of Death real? It's complicated. This persistent mythology of an infamous video nasty." Actually, yeah, it's a combination of both.
I remember looking this up not too long ago, or I watched a YouTube video deep dive maybe into it. Because there's all these videos where they'll do deep dives into like these iceberg theories or whatever, and Faces of Death usually shows up on 1 or 2 of them.
It says the original Faces of Death is a retro mantelpiece complete with cheesy box art. That doesn't mean it's without fangs. Beginning with the scene of open heart surgery, the movie is determined to test its audience from the start, and it's a walk in the park compared to what's coming. Over the course of the 1978 original, viewers will be exposed to grainy footage of corpses, animal cruelty, accidents, and execution, all as promised.
Executions were the worst.
Oh, fuck. What begins as an ostensibly fake story is suddenly all too real, prompting a feeling of internal unease. Why are we watching this, and how worried should we be? As part of the film's climax, footage of both a well-known plane crash and the aftermath of a graphic bike accident are shown, complete with human remains. The corpse has been mutilated so badly that parts are no longer recognizable as human. Things aren't so funny at the sleepover now, and it's obvious that Faces of visible line into mythology. Right. So then it says the truth is that the original film is a mixture of real footage and movie magic. So it's about 60% real and 40% fake. So that's where the good news comes with the monkey scene, actually. Scenes from slaughterhouses and the Holocaust are obviously genuine, but more questionable segments, such as of a woman jumping to her death, are also real, having been purchased by the filmmaker from other countries and news organizations. Which I kind of figured that's how they got everything. You know what I mean? Like, it always seemed like it was out from some other country. Thankfully, some of the most distressing scenes are setups. An early scene of animal cruelty in which a monkey is beaten to death is fake. That infamous execution scene is too. Dude, that's the scene that I walked out on. So when I read that, I was like, that. I feel like 8% of my like entire life anxiety just left my body because that scene fucked me up so bad. I'm not kidding, bro. I swear to God, when I saw that. Oh, fuck.
I remember something of a scene in either Faces or Traces of Death where it was a person in a gas chamber, and that one really fucked me up. That one really fucked me up. And you know what it caused for me? It caused for remember when we were like I think we were probably like in our early 20s, and the dude got that one video going around of the head removal.
Mhm.
I've refused to watch it, and it was going around to everybody's emails at work and stuff. And I remember everybody watching it, and I told myself, I never want to see that. I never want that in my head. You know what I mean? I don't want to give
Yeah, there's
give
certain
them
once
the
you see it,
power,
you can't get them out.
and I don't want to give them the power. And that why would you want to see that? You know what I mean? And so I refused, and I'm so glad that I did that. And because of that, I've refused to kind of watch most of the really bad ones. I'm not interested in that shit, man. Maybe it was because I was so young when I saw this shit. Who knows?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Traces of Death was I don't know the story behind that, but that seemed real because there was some really fucked up animal torture on that one.
Yeah,
And
this is what
what's crazy
Big
about
Legs.
Traces of Death is like we had friends who their band's music is in the background of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Big Leg says, went to this chick's house. They had multiple Faces and Traces VHS, made me numb after a while. And that's basically the best way to say it is it makes you numb, man. Makes you numb. Yeah. Pre-internet too. That was the crazy thing, because pre-internet, there was more of like you thought something was real. There wasn't like an easy way to find out it was fake. Here's a movie or a documentary / movie that was made in the early 80s, and we're just finding out now that the scariest scene or the worst scene is fake. You know, that's kind of crazy.
I had no reason to think it wasn't fake back then, though. It just seemed too real, right? But the Traces of Death, I don't know, that one. You know what's crazy about pre-internet and all that shit is just any type of rumor or thing that went around, like everybody knows about. Like, remember Marilyn Manson removing his ribs to suck his own dick?
Yep. Yeah.
Dude, how the fuck did that spread across the entire globe? At least the United States. At least the United States. And then
the kid from Wonder Years.
Yep, the Wonder Years. Yep.
That was one I really believed.
I wanted to believe. I don't think I ever really did, but I was hoping to God that would have been so dope.
Yeah.
What other crazy ones like in high school or like things that just went around? You're like,
I remember hearing one very young, when New Kids on the Block were out, that they had to pump a bunch of semen from the stomach of one of the kids in New Kid on the Block because he was just sucking so much dick on tour.
I don't know. I don't remember that one. I remember like semen getting pumped, but I thought it was somebody else, not New Kids. But I don't know. Do you remember the gerbil and Richard Gere?
I remember the gerbil and Richard Gere.
Everyone remembers that one.
Yeah.
But like, there was no internet.
No.
So do you think it was just like, say, like the Deer Valley kids? I'm not saying we started it, but it'd be
older
like us
kids
hanging out the mountain ridge and then some like mountain, and then it just spreads like that.
No, I think it's the older kids talk about it around younger kids, and younger kids want to go impress their friends. So the younger kids go, and it just starts this line, right? And then it turns into schools where one kid was hanging out with his cousins, and he heard it from his cousins, and then it just goes rampant around the schoolyard. I think that's a big problem with the younger generation, because you see a lot of this. I see a lot of this younger generation, these kids who are like in their 20s now, that are having problems. They don't know how to have social relations with chicks and stuff, right? Because they've never socialized. There is a time period from like 12 years old to 18, I would say, that is so crucial especially a young boys. I can only say it from a young boy's point of view. That is so crucial, that guides the rest of his life and how he socializes, not only with the opposite sex, but also with his friends and people. And that's part of that growing up for us in the 80s and 90s. It was hearing these stories. It was, that was these crazy rumors. It was listening to music that we weren't supposed to listen to, right? Because it had a parental advisory sticker on it.
Well, I understand that because everyone had access to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like these just like word of mouth crazy rumors like where did they start and how did they spread before the internet.
Yeah.
Now everything you just get in the palm of your hand, you find it out the rumor, and then another rumor comes or whatever, and you already forgot about the last one. It just comes at you so fast. But and Chad, if you could think of any other ones from back in the day, pre-internet, that would go around that were pretty funny.
Was there any? Dude, do you remember? I also remember going into like the library at school and going and finding like the UFO books or
Oh
the
yeah, like ghost books and shit.
ghost books.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was all about, and then like even like music books because I was into
Yeah.
like guitar and things like that. But nowadays, dude, you can rent books like just offline or online, I
You can
should
watch
say,
them on YouTube.
and you can
Yeah.
rent movies there and shit. You have a dope library by you.
Yeah. I don't even think you need a library anymore if you have a phone. You
Yeah.
know, you can listen to any books on YouTube. They have people AI that's the other crazy thing. Have you seen that where the YouTube, or is it YouTube or Google, is going to start working with some other company to develop AI music for the platform? So
That's like the one thing I agree with the writer strike bullshit is the AI stuff, because they were scanning a bunch of people and then also writing scripts and all that stuff. And I saw
Yeah.
Charlie Kaufman actually commenting on it, and it's just, I mean, I don't know, man. AI's.
I think the only way to really stop it is if people put a social stigma on it, which can totally happen. It happens with everything that people are
To
scared of,
AI?
right? Yeah.
Oh,
Like
there's
if
no stopping it, dude.
I agree. That's what I truly
we
believe.
might as well just figure out ways to hopefully improve our lives,
Yeah.
like take
Yeah.
away those shitty tasks, like those you've seen those demos where they'll make appointments for you and it sounds
Yep.
human and shit like that, like calling your doctor or whatever. And
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting crazy, man. It's weird how fast that shit changes.
you know what's gonna happen, dude? We'll all have our own little like AI robot thing we fuck with that does all our bullshit for us, and then the not this next generation, the generation after that, that AI will turn into an actual robot and it'll be like a droid, like in Star Wars and shit, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. For sure. Which is really weird. No, thank you. No,
You wouldn't want to have a droid? That'd be bad as fuck.
I don't know, man. I'd be worried it's gonna murder me in my sleep. Because it's like all those AI things that they
You
find
watch
out.
too many movies, bro.
Yeah, dude. It's like Ultron, right, from Iron Man.
Or what's that badass one with Oscar Isaac?
Yeah, Machine
Ex Machina.
Ex Machina. Yeah.
That fucking movie's bad as fuck.
Yeah. So you never
Did you
know,
watch
bro.
Did you watch that Hard Knocks shit?
Yeah, I watched the first episode.
What'd you think?
It was dope. It was cool. I think Aaron Rodgers is a cool dude. You know what I mean? I think he can be douchey. I think he can be douchey sometimes, but I think he's a super cool dude. I was in when I saw that cool little handshake he has. I was like, dude, that dude's he's right. He's from Northern California. I'm sure he grew up around cannabis and stuff like that, most likely. So,
episode 2 and 3 get even better, dude. I don't even fucking follow football, and I love it. I don't know why. It's such a good show.
It's like I said, it's that the closest way of us being in on, like, if they were wearing mics, and seeing how that stuff works. I also think that it's also cool seeing how a team works, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that really cool? Like, there's certain people that don't understand like team chemistry and stuff.
Or how much it goes into it, even.
Yeah.
Like behind the scenes, like they think they're just all like these millionaire athletes, and they're it's all handed to them, but no, they're like killing each other out there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's no doubt about it that football players are the pinnacle of athletes, right? I mean, the how big they are, how fast they're moving, how hard they're hitting each other. it's crazy. It's absolutely bonkers. And
the actual business of football is interesting to watch. Yeah, I think that too. I think the funny thing about football is how it's actually listed as an entertainment. And so there's funny TikToks to follow where they believe that it's all rigged, and they'll show plays where like why did this guy just drop right here? You should have tackled him right here and this and that. And I love that shit. But it is interesting how it is. Oh, then there's another theory where when they make the logo of I don't know if this is true or not. I just saw this. When they make the logo of the Super Bowl, you know what I mean? For where it's going to be at, the colors of it are the colors of the two teams that are always in the Super Bowl. And they make the logo like way before, you know?
Yeah.
I just fact check me on that, but it could be just some fucking circling back to the comment of the week. This isn't a political statement, by the way, so you don't unsubscribed. Everyone's on standby on Twitter for fucking Trump's mugshot. I think that's kind of funny.
Hey, do you
That'll
think
probably be the greatest selling T-shirt in history?
Do you think that they planned like cool? Like if it was me and I was Trump at this point, I'd be like, you know what? Let's figure out the way to have the coolest fucking mugshot ever. You know what I mean? Like, and make it into something
how does Trump make it cool, dude?
There are probably ways that if you had enough time like they've had and the people they have to come up with ways to make it cool. You know what I mean? To like practice his mean mugging, you know, figure out a way, you know, get a face tattoo before it or something. I don't know, you know, like something crazy to where he's just like, fuck it. I'm gonna make this one of the coolest things. Everybody thinks it's gonna be crazy.
Don't you think how ridiculous it is for him to have a mugshot? Do you know the reason why they have mugshot is in like he's the most famous person in the world. Do you really need a mugshot of the guy? You know what I mean?
No,
like
it's just to make fun of him, and that's why I think it would be funny to put a big finger up. You know, I don't really want to run for president this year, assholes. Fuck off. You know, that type of shit. Yeah.
The VHSs that changed my life were the Pantera home videos 1, 2, and 3. It was before Jackass and Haggard. Then that stage started where people started doing crazy shit. LOL, too much fun. I absolutely agree because I was playing in bands at the time. And then when I saw this, I was like, I want to be a fucking rock star because they just look like they had so much fucking fun. Just fucking around and drinking and buying shit and destroying it. And
I remember I saw something in a Pantera video at one of your practices one time that I have remembered forever, and because it was so fucking gross. And it was a dude had a fucking pimple on his ass and they lanced it, and this fucking line of grossness came out of it like it was out of a toothpaste thing, and they were all standing around it filming it, laughing their asses off, dude. And I was like, oh my god, bro. It was like one of the roadies or something, you know.
It changed my reality of heavy metal because you know, you're listening to heavy shit, right? And in all of Pantera's band photos, they're fucking mean and pissed off. Like Dimebag would even hold his guitar down and be like, they're all just mad. And then you see them, they're never pissed off. They're just actually just the funniest, goofiest dudes ever. And I was like, holy shit, that's actually how we are. We're just like, you know, just like that fun. Yeah, those videos are fucking awesome.
Dude,
R.I.P. Dimebag, man. What do you think about them on tour right now without like him and Vinny? It's kind of weird, huh?
Yeah, I don't like it.
What do you guys think about that in chat, dude?
I think that their storyline, if you go watch like the documentaries and YouTube videos about them, it's fascinating, man. It is such a fascinating.
They started out as butt rockers.
Yep. And then the relationships between the band members and the brothers and Phil being all fucked up. And dude, I remember there was a moment watching when I think Phil was talking about getting heroin. He was like at this college and he was on the stage and he was telling stories about, you know, back in the day, him using and him getting out and all that shit. That it just changed my life, dude. the way that he talked about it, and then he talked about how, you know, you can get off of it and this shit. It was one of the game changers, you know, that's planted a seed in my head. And that's part of the whole story too, you know what I mean? And then the sadness when Dimebag Daryl died, and then like Phil couldn't even go to the funeral. You know, they hated each other so much at that point. It's just crazy. The human, you know what that is?
I can't
That's like
believe
the
how
modern
Diamond
day.
went out, bro. That's so nuts.
Yeah, that's the whole story of like that. This is gonna sound crazy, but the whole story of that is like the modern day, like Shakespeare play. You know what I mean? The tragedy. You know what I mean? Like all the crazy shit they went through, how they were so close, and
They
then
do
the
say
end, and then
metal is the
how it
closest to
ended.
classical.
Yeah. What's that?
Dude, they say like metal is like the closest to like classical, you know, sometimes, especially like the really fast, crazy shit. Dude, recently, where Hulk Hogan was on the Rogan yesterday, and anytime Rogan has a, you know, famous wrestler on, he brings Hinchcliffe because Hinchcliffe is such a, you know, wrestling nerd.
Yeah.
And they were talking about before he didn't start wrestling until he was like 18 out of high school, and before he was wrestling, he was in a band. And I didn't know that. And this is his high school. This is his band. Like,
wow, dude.
Isn't that crazy?
Can you hear what they sound like?
I don't know. There's another picture of him too. Wait, I don't know. Wait.
Is he a drummer? What is he?
He was a guitar player. And they like toured and shit. They toured and shit, dude.
Look at him in the back of that picture.
I don't know if that one's real. Yeah,
that one.
is
That
real.
one. Okay.
No, because they showed this. They showed this on
Look at
on Rogan. I think that is real, dude.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, I guess
That's
he's like
cool.
like a good guitar player and shit. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. What's the name of his band? Thunderkissed. That'd be funny.
Ruckus.
Ruckus? Yeah, shout out to Big Leg
Oh
Ruckus.
shit.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find their music. Like
yeah, I want to hear it now. Hey, you guys, let us know what strain you're smoking. Got any crazy strain names out there? We'd love to hear about it. And later on, during the second half of the show, we're going to be testing a new one of these mango king palms out. I'm going to roll it and light it up, smoke it up.
Yeah, I can't really
Ruckus.
find
That's
anything.
actually kind of a cool name. Blue Sky Cookies. You know what, brother? I am smoking on a mix of Blue Dreams and Thin Mint cookie right now.
Dude, Blue Dreams like the only sativa that I really like.
Yeah. Yeah. Cake Mix, Garlic Kush, and Gary Payton. I always love that name, Gary Payton. And Garlic Kush, man, why would you name your fucking shit Garlic Kush? Does it smell like garlic? I can't stand I mean, it gets you really stoned, but I can't stand weed that smells like gasoline, cheese, garlic. I want the shit that smells fruity, like
skunky
flowers and skunky, yeah, at the same time.
I'm just a fan of all the Kush. Anything
Yeah.
Kush. OG Kush.
Bubba Kush.
Bubba Kush. All that shit, dude. Do you have anything with the UFO report tonight? I had a couple things to show you.
Yeah, I got a couple things to talk about for show.
All right, let's go. This is the UFO report with Bryan McClay.
Well, it's getting more and more interesting. The last 3 episodes, we've talked about 2 cases, right? And I just wanted to do a quick update on 2 cases, right? Okay. So the case that I thought was more real has turned out to be the fake one. And the case that I thought was the fake one is turning out to be more real, right? So if you guys haven't been watching, we recently talked about the MH370 crash plane video that's going around lately, and it has been debunked.
The plane thing?
Yeah, the plane thing.
What was it?
So it turns out that is a it is, well, they debunked one part of it. Okay. So
oh shit! So I didn't even realize someone gave us a
super chat.
Yeah. Did you pull that up already?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet. Thanks, dude. Thank you.
All right. So this is the moment where they zap the plane and the plane disappears, right? Well, people have found this template has been used of the little explosion thing. It says here MH370 seems to have been pulled from behind, but this guy's a moron. But this right here, this little I guess, what do they call it, like in a premiere? It's like a
Oh, I know you're saying a I can't think of it right now. Just
yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's
But
like
it's
a file
graphic that you can use. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a like a graphic file you can use of an explosion, and it's been used in a couple other things that and a movie, I think, also. So they found it out. Twitter, UFO Twitter, debunked it,
Yeah.
which is great. That's what we
Yeah.
want. Right?
Definitely,
That's
that's awesome.
exactly what we want.
That's
So
how they found that other one. Remember, but it was grainy footage, and they saw like you could get this other grainy footage with the exact same grains.
Yeah. Yeah. So that to me is that's a win, even though it looked pretty interesting. That's for sure. It looked pretty interesting. Next, if you remember us talking about the Peru incident, we talked about the Peru incident more last episode, and that continues to look even crazier and crazier. You know what I mean? And this was a recent. This was a recent interview with the political leadership of the area, the village, and listen to what they say.
¿Ustedes han arrestado alguna de ellas? ¿Les han disparado? ¿Han hecho alguna cosa?
Nosotros tratamos de querer capturar, pero no se puede porque son personas blindadas.
They asked him, they said, have you shot at it? Have you tried to get them? Have you anything? And he says, we've tried to capture it, but we can't because they are armored people.
Disparamos.
We shoot one, but we didn't. We did nothing to
it. No le hacemos nada.
Around the community, they tried to capture it, but it seemed to fly to the space again. Crazy shit.
I don't know if I believe that guy.
Yep.
Well, first of all, can you put up any words? Like, does anybody actually speak this language in chat that can actually?
That's what I was talking about last week. That's what I was talking about last week.
And then this guy looks a little fishy.
Oh, you're telling you don't think that what he's saying is what he's saying?
I don't know. I don't speak that language. I'm just saying, you can just throw up any make him say whatever,
It says the political leadership of San Pedro de Pintayacu, Ivan Peña Paima, came to the Loreto government headquarters at the end of July to ask for help. Here he tells a little about the beings that are attacking the community. So just more of the continued rhetoric that we're hearing. Listen, I would believe at this point, I'd be more apt to believe that it's not people flying around with jetpacks that are fucking river miners that the cartels are, giving money for their jetpacks. I don't think that's what it is. You know what I mean? And that's what they're trying to say it is.
That was dumb for sure.
Yeah. So, I'll play it uninterrupted, Luis Mendoza. 1 second. Here we go.
¿Ustedes han arrestado alguna de ellas? ¿Les han disparado? ¿Han hecho alguna cosa?
Nosotros tratamos de querer capturar, pero no se puede porque son personas blindadas. Disparamos a uno, no le hacemos nada. Le rodeamos la condesa, sale a agarrarle, ellos parece que vuelan al espacio nuevamente.
¿Ustedes han arrestado alguna de ellas?
So, if anybody knows that, let us know. It's still interesting to me. That's the one that, to me, that's the one to keep an eye on and to follow. We've already, like we said, the other one has been deemed fake. Here is an example of the fakeness. Here you go. So the portal is from a video game from 20 years ago. Here's the comparison of the two portals. See, they're exactly the same here.
Wow.
A video game. Let's see here. What's the video game? I think it was also from a movie too. Everybody's asking what video game it's from. There's still people that want to believe it too. You know?
Yeah. Most people just double down on it, like what's her name did.
Yeah. A lot of the Reddit community is doubling down on it, saying that they don't actually match, and they do. Yeah, they to me they do. I don't know what the people on Reddit. I'm looking at it. Here you go.
He confirmed that it's similar words to the subtitles.
Okay.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yeah. There we go. They're throwing everything at us at once and hoping something will stick and scare us so much that we'll surrender all rights and freedoms that is needed for the superheroes to save the day. I don't think we have any superheroes anymore, man. Unfortunately.
I did a poll. I asked, is anyone skeptical of the UFO UAP disclosure? Sorry. Going on with Grushgraves and Fravor, and 58% say yes. 40%, 2% say no.
What are you skeptical at this point? Have you changed your thought process?
Yeah, dude.
Why?
I just smell some type of bullshit for some reason. I don't know why. That's just my gut feeling. I don't know why. But the other part of me just wants to believe it's so bad because like this would be the coolest, baddest thing ever. You know what I mean? But
to me, the immediate fucking throwback of them trying to say that he's a nutcase, you know, was proof to me.
What's that?
So they immediately tried to.
No, we talked about that. I know.
Yeah. Because of that,
I don't care about that.
Yeah, but because of that, I feel like, you know, that's the exact move that if the government that was hiding shit would do. You know what I mean? It was like it proved it more for me. It put more on top of the scale.
That's like to me part of that plan. Then I'm like, and then we'll do this, and then you know what I mean?
Oh, you think he could be disinformation? You think that he could be part of it? Like he could be? They're using him as like a who was the guy that they used in New Mexico?
This is where I'm at right here. Actually, this kind of explains it better. I do believe I just questioned the timing.
Yeah.
I feel like that they have the U.S. has some crazy wild shit, and that's like what a lot of people are seeing. You know.
Well, there are some.
And then they're like at this point we have to like come out and cover it up with something.
Yeah, there are.
But then again, like I want to know more about like why the fuck did they start the Space Force and all that bullshit? You know what I mean?
Well, let me take you back just for fun to one of my favorite all-time UFO related persons, right? Hold on here.
Don't tell me Linda Moulton Howe.
Not Linda Moulton Howe, dude. Bob Lazar's friend, George Knapp's friend, the one and only John Lear, right? John Lear said that Jimmy Doolittle, Jimmy Doolittle's best friend was John Lear's dad. John Lear's dad is the guy who created the Lear jet. John Lear has the most world record holder for flying the most planes. He has the most things that you have to get to fly a plane, different types of plane. He said that Jimmy Doolittle because John Lear said he was flying a passenger plane when he was doing passenger airline back in like the 60s or 70s. And he saw something that he couldn't believe. And he didn't believe in any of the stuff at the time. So he went and talked to Jimmy Doolittle about it, because Jimmy Doolittle basically was considered. A lot of people think that he was part of the Majestic 12, the original Majestic 12, and he was also the guy that led the flights over Tokyo and all that stuff during the war. And he would probably know the most about the UFOs at the time, because remember all the Foo Fighters stories and stuff like that. So Jimmy Doolittle told him, yes, they're real. The government knows about them. The government is talking to them. And you don't need to deal with that. Don't even look into it. But yes, they're real. And it just took John Lear down this rabbit hole. And John Lear is the one that took Bob Lazar to George Knapp. So
he also saw aliens. What did these alien beings look like? He saw several different types, or one type, or
you saw the single type, the little gray, 3 times. Once through the door, once when he was taking the drugs, the pine-smelling fluid, and once when he went to the MGM for the lie detector test. When he opened the door for this room where they were going to take the test, there was a desk and a chair and a setting that reminded him of the incident at S4 when he saw the alien, and
he's saying that Bob Lazar told him originally that he saw aliens at S4.
So I'm supposed to believe it? No.
I don't know, man. I love old Bob John Lear stories, man. But you know what I mean? Like, here's some craziness that's getting brought back up.
Well, you know, the other side to it, like the conspiracy side, and I'm not saying I necessarily believe this, but part of me could be like, yeah, that could be true, is the whole, you know, faking an alien invasion to bring to the whole one world government bullshit. Because when you follow that World Forum stuff, like World Economic Forum stuff, like seems like that's all they care about trying to do.
Yeah,
is bringing the whole world together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, false flag.
So I don't know.
This was an interesting sighting. I don't know. I haven't done too much research on it, but I figured I'd show it to everybody. This is supposedly hold on, I'm gonna turn it down. Yeah. These are pilots. And it says amazing video of a UFO observed by United States Air Force fighter jet pilots. Location and crew classified. So, you know, who knows, but we'll see. A lot of people I did look into the comments, and some of the comments are interesting. So we'll go into it.
Oh shit.
Looking outside is kind of like a blackish, I'm going to call it like a container. You can't really tell though what the shape is. Well, if it's so slow and so small, you can't see it because it's so close. Unless you'd be worried about hitting it before you know it was there.
Watch it again.
So small, you can't see it because it's so close. Unless you'd be worried about hitting it before you know it was there.
So pretty interesting. Yeah, pretty interesting. Let's continue, and then we'll go look at comments. All right, so comments for this one. A lot of people said, so the guy that put it up said, this is a shot from an A-10 assailant flight at an altitude of 7,013 meters in the sky. The pilot spotted a plate-shaped UFO. And a lot of people are in here like this guy says, this is a video game. We don't have holographic targeting systems on Windows yet. And that was I mean, they're definitely holographic targeting systems on Windows. I've seen them. I worked on them. So that's not true. I think I'm thinking it's our own advanced tech or people from the outer lands. I don't know about that, but looks like a gameplay, ARMA gameplay, literally a game. Why is this camera moving faster than object? Video game.
What game?
Yeah, that's the thing.
If you say a game, like say what you should say the game.
Yeah.
That I don't know. I like to kind of. I didn't think video game at all.
Yeah. Pretty interesting, right? We'll
I
keep
think
an eye on
video
this
game,
one.
and I almost thought that for a second when I saw that rover from India landing on the moon. That fucking looked like a video game video, kind of.
Yeah, yeah. You know, this is a great comment right here by Chad. He says, any species that is capable of traveling the vast distance to get here would have to be at least 1,000 years more advanced than we are. With that tech, we would never see them. What if they wanted us to see them? That changes the whole ball game, right? What if they want us
Or
to
they
see
just
them?
don't give a fuck.
Or they just don't care anymore, right? Or, you know, I don't know. I feel like even with 1,000 years advanced technology, you know, there's things that can happen that can cause problems, I imagine, right? I mean, the story that they're telling us is that, you know, a lot of these crash retrievals have that they've seen, you know, they've heard of the crash and went and saw the crash, you know, it was recent, is happening because we're messing with something to do with their frequencies, whether it's radar being used and we're locking on some type of radar, or it's getting hit by lightning or something like that, you know, has to do with something like it. I don't see why. I'm not saying that I think it's I agree they're definitely far more advanced than us, but you know, if lightning is lightning different in every, you know, planet or every area of the universe? Who knows? There's just so many things that so far, so many questions you could say. I mean, you know what I mean? To say that, yeah, they are more advanced than us, but I still think there's reasons we could see them.
Did you see this guy? He was on Glenn Beck's show.
Ooh.
He was talking about, because Glenn Beck was, what do you know, was the moon landing real? And he's like, yeah. You know, we've been there fucking this amount of times, this and that. And his former astronaut Charlie Duke, and he says aliens are demonic. And I just thought I'd play this clip.
Yeah.
Sure you've heard of this guy before, right?
I've heard of this. A lot of people say that aliens are demonic.
So you believe are in UFOs, alien life?
No, I don't believe in alien life. I believe that God showed me a specific answer to two prayers, that they're demonic, and that they're demonic beings that make an appearance and appear to be real, and they are real. Satan, Bible says Satan can appear as an angel of light. So they can appear, and so nothing human can make a 90-degree turn at 3,000 miles an hour and survive. And so they have these, and I think the purpose is to draw you away from the real God and say, look at us, and this is where you ought to be, because we are superhuman, and we can.
What do you think of this guy? Lost it?
I think this guy's close to dying.
I'm going to be.
That's what I think it is. I think he's close to death, and he's probably worried that you know, what's going to happen when I die, and you know, that's probably with his God stuff. You guys know me, you know, like I'm definitely jealous of you people out there that feel this way, that you have ultimate faith that everything's going to be okay, and that, you know, this and that, and that the Bible's real. But I just don't believe it. I don't buy it for a second. And that being said, I got something really cool to show you about that kind of goes along with the UFO report and just what you talked about. Did you see this shit about
I thought I had
Shane Moss? Did you see this?
Who's Shane Moss again?
Comedian. You know who he is. He's been on podcasts and shit before.
Oh, okay.
So Shane Moss took DMT, met a purple gypsy woman in a carnival, immediately felt he had known her for thousands of lifetimes. He later gave his friend DMT, never mentioning his own experiences, and his friend told him a purple woman at a carnival was asking about him.
What the fuck?
that to me is more God than the God of the Bible. You know, that to me is, that shit's crazy. And we talk about the purple woman stuff all the time.
Well, I mean, a lot of people see the same like gestures and shit like that, or they've done things where they'll put people in different rooms and they'll kind of see the same shit. And they won't ask each other, like they'll ask them what they've seen before they've talked to each other, you know?
Yeah. They've been doing those tests for a while now, where they give people a constant drip of 5-MeO DMT through
Rick,
intravenous.
what's his name? Is it Glassman?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they were doing that in the early 90s in New Mexico, the drip DMT. They're back doing that again.
Yeah.
There's like another college or what university I should say that got the ability and funding to do that. They're doing drip DMT tests and shit. But you know what, dude?
To me is fascinating.
I mean, what kind of crazy shit's the government doing? They're probably trying to fucking tap in. If you see all the like the what's it called? All those unreleased files and shit of like the MK Ultra and all the crazy stuff they're doing and trying to remote view and all that. You don't think they're have a guy on a crazy DMT fucking drip trying to tap into another side?
Yeah. Yeah, like remote viewing. They had the remote
Hardcore,
viewing.
Yeah.
Project Stargate.
They're probably doing it on like fucking little kids and shit.
Yeah, Michio Kaku. That's what a lot of these grifters in the UFO community have gotten people to believe, that they're part of some crazy MK Ultra Space Force that when they were kids they were taken to, and all this crazy stuff. A lot of people grift on that thing. So, but Chad Cave says, check out the pic I posted in the UFO report in the Discord. No, he said it in Discord. Hold on, I'm bringing it up. All right, UFO report. By the way, you guys, if you don't know, we do have a Discord. That link is in the description, and it's in our bios too, so you can call in live if you ever want to call in. But there's also places to put show topics and stuff. But here we go. UFO, Chad Cave. Okay, we admit to secret research on UFOs. It's the alien. They're the alien. Yeah, man.
Some of these motherfuckers look like they're wearing masks sometimes. And I don't know if you've ever seen BTS of how good these masks have actually become. It's a trip.
Yeah.
Like there's sometimes when they move and it seems like their masks moving and shit. And you're like, is that motherfucker wearing them? Is that really that dude? Or am I just stoned? I'm probably just stoned, but whatever.
Well, I gotta admit, seeing the president fall asleep at that event,
God, dude,
was so
man, this shit used to be funny like at first, but now it's just like, it's like this is the leader of the free world. First of all, this motherfucker is sending billions to Ukraine, and guess how much per household everyone gets in Hawaii? $700. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah,
you can't
dude.
send 1 billion of that to over there at least, just one at least. Like what, 700? What the fuck?
Man. Yeah, and
he didn't
the
fall
Hawaii
asleep.
shit
Play it. I thought he did fall asleep.
It looked like he fell asleep. Let's take a look.
I mean, how's it propaganda if it's but maybe I'm wrong.
Biden Maui video. President video doesn't show President Biden dozing. Yeah, of course they're gonna say that. All right, here we go. President Biden did not doze off. I am.
If they say, they're gonna probably say he's bowing his head or some shit.
They may have never met before. We are
How come no one else is bowing? Is anyone else bowing their head?
On Ohana.
No, everyone's wide awake.
Whether by blood or by friendship.
It looks like he's out of it.
He's probably pooping.
Like many others.
It looks like he's pooping.
He's pushing one out.
Definitely. He's got a diaper on. That was definitely a poop. Holy shit. He has a diaper on for sure.
Doesn't he look like that,
You're right,
that angry old man that used to be a hand puppet for that comedian? Doesn't he look like that? What is that comedian's name again? What's that old man?
Oh, you're talking about.
Old man, puppet.
Play that again, dude, because I make those faces sometimes when I poo. I'm sure.
Food and shelter.
Yep.
Here we go.
He's a little
Jeff
short right
Dunham.
now.
Before.
Jeff Dunham.
He's like, please don't, please don't. He's trying to hold it in right there. He's like, oh my god, did I shart? Because he sharted on the cough. He's like, I'm just gonna let it go. Fuck it.
My friendship.
I'm good.
He looks like this guy right here.
Yeah. Is that dude still around?
Yeah. Jeff Dunham. I don't know.
Did you watch Dave Smith special?
Yes, I did. I liked it. It was good. I loved when he was talking about being able to use certain words because I grew up at a time when
the 90s. He was talking about the 90s. Yeah, he didn't give two fucks.
And he's like,
great.
And I don't want to ruin his joke, but when he talked about the one word that he doesn't use, and he's like, it was really, really good, man.
I just want to pull it up.
You should
I won't play it because I don't want to.
Yeah.
Well, there's actually if you can find a clip of it.
Yeah. Hold on here.
But anyway, Gas Digital. I don't know if you follow Legion of Skanks. It's 3 comedians. Louis J. Gomez. We talked about his special that came out a couple months ago, and then Louis J. Gomez, and then Dave Smith. Gas Digital Network, they decided to shoot, I think it was like 4 or 5 different comedians specials in like 2 or 3 nights. So you got to go to the show, and see like 3 or 4 different stand-ups in one night. And they're only, what's cool is like usually stand-up specials are an hour. These are like 32 minutes, so it's kind of like in and out or whatever. But yeah, it's fucking funny. It's just funny because him and Lewis and Big J are so different, especially their stand-ups. You know what I mean? Like, because he's kind of more, I'd say, political.
Yeah.
Big J's more
joke,
just
laugh about everything. Make
fun of everything. You know what I mean? And Lewis is just kind of,
he's
dirty,
the little fight, the
dirty.
little, and he's always want to get into fights too.
Did you find a clip? You couldn't find one?
No.
But anyway, I highly suggest watching it. Let's see how many viewers. Oh, damn, 87,000 already. He was actually on Rogan today too.
Yeah, so I saw he was on Rogan. Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny as fuck.
It's cool that they're putting these out now. They're just putting them out. They're like, fuck it. This is going to be better for me than getting a Netflix special,
Yeah, it is the new formula.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, I was kind of surprised that Mark Norman, because he has a new special out on Netflix. It's fucking funny. But his last special, he put on YouTube because Netflix turned it down. Everyone turned it down. And so this route, he decided to go Netflix just to kind of get I saw in an interview, he said he was just trying to reach a bigger, wider audience,
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, they just pay you, like, I think, like, one time, one fee, and then you kind of got to figure out how to shoot it yourself, kind of thing.
Yeah. Chad Cave brings up Will Sasso. Will Sasso is one of the funniest people to watch on podcasts. He's so great.
He's been going on a Jesse Ventura rant.
Yeah.
Like all the last few podcasts. It's hilarious. Yeah. Will Sasso is really good.
You know who I've had 3 people come up to me and talk to me about, or basically not ask me about, but like say, oh, I'm listening to this guy and he's got these great podcasts and he's a military guy. And I'm like, Sean Ryan. And they're like, yep. So many people I'm sure have jumped on that Sean Ryan podcast in the last couple months, because literally I had 3 people that I would never expect listening to podcasts say, oh, I started listening to podcasts. I listened to this military guy. He's got this great podcast. And
dude,
I think that's cool.
What I think is cool, which is absolutely unbelievable, is Kill Tony off that one clip of Cam comedian saying,
the rocks one.
Yeah, I'm not retarded, but I like rocks. I mean, that shit had millions of views on every platform. Dude, that literally, like, I swear to God, doubled their views already in like their popularity. It's crazy. Kill Tony is bigger than ever right now. It's nuts.
Yeah. I'm glad for that. I'm super happy for that.
I don't know if you was. Oh, go ahead.
Did they ever talk about, like, I wonder what they're gonna do for South by Southwest out there, you know?
What do you
Because
mean?
this will be the first year that they're out there for South by Southwest, I think, right? With the mothership and all that stuff. They're probably gonna throw huge parties constantly down there.
Yeah, that whole street will be fucking. The whole street's already lit constantly, but
Yeah.
it'll just, you know, it's probably get even more. Those mothership shows are just sold out constantly every night. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you. I'm not really a big fan of Joe List. Like, I think he's a cool dude, but he has a new stand-up special now. He's like best friends with like Mark Norman and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of like the
Yeah.
new formula, like that fucking younger comic that was his Matt Rife or whatever. Like, he just put his specials out on YouTube for the past like 5 years every year, and he's
Is William Montgomery coming?
I think so. Yeah, because he's coming with Tony.
Wow.
Yeah, he's coming. Shane's coming.
My brother got tickets to go see Shane. His buddy got him one, so he's gonna go see Shane. But I guess that sold out. I'm sure Tony sold out.
Yeah, they sold out quick, dude.
Yeah.
William Montgomery, we actually saw him the last time he came around. So
I wonder what the Comedy Store is like now.
just LA sucks. It's still popular because I just actually heard Kim Cogden talking about it, but it's, you know, it's just LA is not the same anymore, dude.
Yeah.
Every big comic and just starting out comic is moving to Austin right now, and you could tell just because, you know, all the celebrities talk about it, and then all the comics, when they come up on Kill Tony asks them like, oh, you know, where do you live? Like, oh, I just moved here 2 weeks ago, or I just moved here a month ago, and you're like, holy shit. It's literally the comedy capital of the world, dude.
Wow.
We got to go out there, dude.
Yeah, I know.
How do you tell a joke without getting canceled? I don't believe in getting canceled. Kill Tony, supposedly, they tried canceling him, and that just made his show more popular.
Yeah, I think the only way you get canceled is if you let people cancel you.
Or you apologize.
Or you apologize. Yeah, a lot of people let people cancel them. I think. I mean, I think there are things that have cancelable offenses, but I don't call it being canceled. I call it being put in prison, or you know, something like that. I think this whole cancel thing is so cheesy, dude. It's fucking cheesy in the biggest way.
Aren't you getting canceled?
I wish No, I'm just joking. No, dude.
No. Chat, start hashtag cancel McClay.
Yeah, right.
How much
Fuck all of you. Fuck all of you.
How much are you able to like get into like in the drama like going on and all the other bullshit?
I'm done with it, bro. Like for the most part, like internal. No, for the most part, like internal drama that like where it's like real drama with like, you know, people that you thought were friends or acquaintances. I'm done with that. And the reason why I think I'm done with it is my circle is growing smaller, and my circle is also going to be very.
Is it getting that bad?
No, I think I'm just getting older, bro. And I don't want to deal with people that are certain types of person. Like, I don't want to deal with a fake alpha anymore. I don't want to deal with
you're fucking talking to me. I drop all kinds of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Because they're just fucking constantly negative, constantly talking shit. And then you're just defending these motherfuckers and helping them, and you're always there for them. And when you need them, they're not there. And you're like, why am I fucking friends with this guy? Like, like I try so hard to be this motherfucker's like, and every time I'm around him, like I just like it's like fuck this guy. And then literally, then you get rid of him. And you're like, wow. Like,
you know what is the worst? I'll tell you what the worst is to me. The worst to me is I just don't like when people talk shit about my friends. You know what I mean? And there's a difference between
are these people that I know, or are you talking about the comic shit?
No, I'm talking about just all together. I mean,
Oh, okay.
you're the same way. Like, how many people do you know that are that type of person that you just don't want around you anymore? That the second they're around you, they're just talking shit about
Well,
all of your friends.
and guess what? When that happens, you're like, okay, so that they're guaranteed talking shit about me when they're with those guys. You know what I mean? Like, what are you saying about
Yeah.
me, asshole? And I
Yeah.
would hear
And
that
it's
shit back,
yeah.
actually. I'd be like, what
It's
the
a
fuck?
shitty quality. And you know what? Every time that would happen, I stand up for those people. I'd be like, I don't know why you're talking shit about this person. He's cool as shit, or that's stupid. I'd rather I just don't like it. And if I'm gonna have to keep constantly defending my friends, I just don't want to deal with those people. And again, there's this fake alpha bravado thing that a lot
Is
of
this
this.
somebody I know?
No.
Okay.
It's overall. It's overall. Like
Oh,
for
okay.
the most part, the
It
people
sounds like you're talking
that
about someone in particular.
no. For the most part, the people that I end up having issues with or I end up don't liking, or not liking, that is the main quality. Like pettiness and always thinking that you're the tough guy, and the tough guy is not the loudest guy in the room. It's the quiet guy that doesn't say anything,
I think he's
Yeah.
talking about me.
No. Yeah, Chad Cave says it's me, Keith. He's
I know,
talking
that's why
about
I was
me.
laughing. I wasn't laughing at you. I
Yeah.
was actually laughing at that.
Yeah, no. It's definitely none of these
No,
guys in
so I
here, man.
actually didn't mean anything in your
Yeah.
personal. I mean, like, because I know you told me before people get upset with some of the content, or you might jokingly say something about somebody and then they get all butthurt and stuff. And
Yeah. It's
so aren't
weird,
people
bro.
kind of like, I thought people were trying to cancel you.
Oh, no.
Not cancel you, but
Yeah. Shit talking.
Yeah.
No. I think, like I said, I'm just over that as I get older, man. It's funny, like when I was younger, you used to thrive on that, but I think as you get older, it's harder and harder to thrive on that, and it's just easier to just be like, "Fuck, I'd just rather not deal with that person," you know? I'll just make my circle smaller, and I think that most people, as they get older, their circle gets smaller and tighter. You
Oh,
don't
for
wanna
sure,
make new
dude.
friends. Yeah.
There's I had that feeling with certain people, like from high school, that I never even hung out with ever, and then now they're like wondering why I don't respond to them and shit, like through Facebook Messenger. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't. First of all, I don't ever go on Facebook Messenger and shit, but it's like, why are you talking to me about this when you know what I mean? I'm not looking for new friends and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
mean?
No, I like I said, I think it's just as we get older, there's a period where we all kind of do that, you know?
I learned that through the sound guy, dude. You know what I'm saying? I learned who all my fucking friends were during that sound guy, for sure.
There's allies.
Both in the film world and out of the film world. From the
Yeah.
fucking first letter going on to the script all the way until, like, the shit going on now. Like, I know who all my friends are and shit, for sure.
So that's also a very important thing to learn. Like, if you really want to turn something into like or a business, or you want it to be professional, or you really want it to work, you want the team to work well, you kind of have to be that way, you know what I mean? You have to know who your allies are, and allies are the people that will regularly, you can count on them in situations, whether it's
These motherfuckers, like, not only was it also the sound guy, it's like when my dad died, I was begging these motherfuckers, like, come over and make me laugh and shit, because I'm just bawling my eyes out and stuff, and they didn't even come over. You know what I'm saying? And then there's other people's deaths where we knew they only had like a certain amount of time left, and they had so many opportunities to go over there and they didn't. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
fuck this guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You realize who your allies are, and that's a very important thing. Especially, and this isn't just talking about friends. Especially in, like, you were talking about the sound guy. Like, you're gonna call people that are not only professionals, but also like will be down to give you an extra hour if you need it, or maybe work for free, because you've done something for them or something like that. There's allies in
Yeah.
in this stuff. That's
Dude, I
very
always
important.
told you because you're always like all about sharing everyone's all this shit, you know what I mean, and being super overly cool about it. And I'm like, sometimes that person that you're sharing right there, that's gonna fucking bite you in the ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta like
You're
figure
100%
all that
right.
shit out. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep. I'm too nice sometimes. I get told that a
Oh,
lot,
for
bro.
sure. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
No. That is a fact because even the chat, listen to this. Even when McClay's pissed off, it's so nice still. Like you don't even like get that. It doesn't seem that like I can tell like inside it's like bothering you, but you're not like
You know what that
breaking
is?
shit or you know what I
Yeah.
mean or whatever.
I really think that is cannabis, bro. And
No,
I'm not saying
because
that I'm like so high
because when
that
I
I'm not.
live with you, you didn't smoke.
I know,
And you were
but
still
I
nice. And
think
as a matter of fact, this is the other crazy thing. You would sleep. When I sleep and I get up and like from a sauna or whatever, I'm like fucking like, like a little bitch. And you wake up so nice. Like I'd come in through the door and like, oh, hey, how's it going? Hey, what can you think? Oh, I'm like, why? What the fuck? Like I just woke you up, motherfucker. Why are you being nice to me right now? I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the fuck? Don't slam the door.
Yeah, dude. I think that is probably
And when you're
I
too
say
nice,
it's
people take advantage of you.
exactly. I
For
say it's
sure.
cannabis, but I think it's that feeling that cannabis sometimes gives you when you look inward at yourself and you're like, why am I being an asshole? And you've talked about this before, but when you're a drug addict, you're such an asshole, and you're an asshole in a different way. You're an asshole in a deep,
Are you talking
dark
about me
way.
personally or overall?
I'm talking about overall. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like
I
for
thought you were like,
me,
I'm an asshole when I was a drug addict. I'm like, yeah, I
no,
know.
like
I know.
when you're using and you're an addict, you're doing things that are
Yeah.
fucking asshole-ish. You're not ever hanging out with your friends because you don't
Oh,
want them
for
to.
sure.
You're never hanging out with your friends. You're figuring out ways to get drugs, and sometimes not sometimes, majority of the times that's always asshole-ish. You do things that are so fucking
I didn't see my friends for
selfish.
years, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're so selfish. Exactly, Brad. Selfish. That when you get out of that, you're like, I just don't want to be an asshole anymore. I think that being an asshole is the biggest thing. I have such a big belief in karma that I look at it like, okay, maybe sometimes you have to stand up for yourself, but also at the same time, there's ways to stand up for yourself and not be a dickhead. You don't have to be a dickhead
Going
all the
back to
time.
the cannabis shit though, it really does have an effect as far as niceness. So for example, when I wake up, I'll usually just wait like an hour or so because to be honest with you, just drinking coffee and shitting. But then and I'm a different person. On my mind, I'm like, fuck this month. Like that guy in the comment section that we were talking about.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
fucking making the comment of the week, fucking new bit. Fucking we're going off on this motherfucker. And then I take that first hit and I'm like, nah, we don't need to do that. Like, I'm gonna ask McClay. Like I actually
Yeah.
asked McClay before, like, should we really do this? You know what I mean? Because I'm all stoned and shit now.
Yeah.
But when I'm not high, fuck everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Especially when you're angry and you feel like somebody's taking a shot at you. It takes like a couple days for you
Well,
to like
this is
get
the
over
worst
it.
part, dude. So literally when I wake up, I turn on the coffee and I smell it. My body's like shit. So I go on there. That's the first fucking thing I see. So it's
Yeah.
setting the tone for my day. I'm not gonna read the
Yeah.
fucking shampoo ingredients. There's no way I'm
Yeah.
not gonna go on my
Yeah.
phone. And it's like, oh,
Instagram,
and I'm like,
YouTube
cool.
comments.
Okay, this is the other thing. Like, I wish I could be like Rogan, where I don't have to read the comments, right? But I'm not Rogan. We're a small channel. Part
Yeah.
of building a channel is responding to comments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't give a shit about the bad ones. But that's the first thing I see right when I wake up and getting on the shitter. I'm like, I'm unsubscribing, TDS, blah blah. I'm like, what the fuck? Fuck this motherfucker, dude. I was so angry.
Yeah.
Like the half the day.
And then you go and smoke some cannabis and
No, I was still actually pretty pissed a little bit. I was calmed
yeah,
down,
yeah.
but like by
Yeah.
noon, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It like took me 3
Yeah.
days to make that video because I kept debating. whether we should do that.
Yeah. Low hanging balls. Exactly.
Yes, I think he misdiagnosed me because these tidy whities aren't doing shit.
I was gonna ask you if those
I need
were
to get a
helping
second.
you.
No, I need to get a second opinion, bro. They still hurt. I'm wearing tidy whities for nothing right now. Fuck. I feel like my dad. And then you can't yeah, you definitely can't like fuck with resin or anything.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I think it's time to transition into Cannabis time. So I'm gonna go grab my shit.
All right, I'll play the interlude, and then you said you had a minute view after that too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
All right, guys. So we're just going to take a quick piss break, and then we'll be back in about 3 minutes. And the hour
some stuff
2
for you.
or the second half, I should say, is just us getting even more stoned, but just more funny videos, fucked up videos, shit like that. So we will see you in 3 minutes. Summertime's coming up, and you know what that means. A stinkier ball sack is on the way. And if you're like McClay, not only do they stink, but you probably have been growing them out since November. But they deserve better. And we're here to help.
The Performance Package 4.0 has arrived, and oh man, is it a game changer. Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer. You get the Weed Whacker ear and nose trimmer, the Crop Reviver ball deodorant, the Crop Preserver, the boxers. You even get a traveling bag.
So get 20% off and free shipping with promo code Bogcast at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com with promo code Bogcast. Trust me, your balls will thank you.
When they finally pulled the driver's body from the twisted, burning wreck, it looked like this.
Dumb.
Stupid.
Crazy. Dangerous.
Stinks. In one word, would I use dope? Nope.
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
How you feeling? It's been a bit of a rough week, really. And the best way to take it is put it under your tongue and rub it in your cheek. Don't do too much. You're going to be asleep all afternoon. You know what you should do? No. Don't try to communicate. Just relax. See what happens. You're calmed down so quickly. Isn't it amazing?
That's dope. I saw that video online. That's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah. All right, here are the king palms, and they're already pre-rolled, so it comes with this like stick, and then you just grind it up loosely, and you just put it in, and every once in a while you just kind of hit it with the stick to pack it a little bit, and it's not as quick as rolling one, but I mean, we'll find out if this one smokes as nice as the last one.
There's nothing else we can get you besides this headset, though.
I wish we could, bro. Why did it sound that bad?
No, it's not the sound. It's just the Burger King look. Now you're lagging. Fucking noobs. You guys see what I have to deal with? There he is.
All right.
Anyway, let us know what strain you are smoking. If it's a sativa, indica, the strain name, all that bullshit. Tonight, I am combining OG Kush, ice cream cake mix, grape Kush, and biscotti all into one. I mean, that's what I've been hitting all night. So my goal is to hit all of the things that it says for the feelings. I want to hit tingly, relaxed, hungry, sleepy, euphoric, talkative, giggly, relaxed. Well, see if we can.
And this is Suavecito cake.
What did you say? What cake?
It's called Suavecito.
Oh.
Suavecito.
Is it a hybrid or something?
Yeah. Yeah, these things are really smooth, man. They pull really easy. They got a filter on the back. Supposedly you could crush this filter and it'll give you like a different flavor. This is mango. But I like.
You mean if you like squeeze on it like a flavor comes with it? Whoa.
Yeah, if you don't want the flavor, you don't have to have it. But if you want the flavor, you just squeeze it and it'll put the flavor thing in there.
Damn, blackberry indica with a strawberry shortcake wax on top.
Oh, wow.
Cheers. Just trying to cash out this bowl so I can load another one.
Yeah, I want some ice cream cake too. Fuck.
Do you ever follow? I mean, he's kind of like all over Twitter right now. Oh shit. That Fauci dude's downfall online.
Yeah. Well, I don't follow it, but I think
I don't either. You just can't.
Yeah.
Like, there's certain sites that I follow that post about it all the time, like clips of them and shit. But there's this dude that's streaming 24/7. He's an old like prank YouTuber, but I mean he's clearly like he wasn't taking his med.
Fauci.
Yeah, Fauci, yeah, wasn't doing. Did I say Fauci?
Yeah, you said Fauci. It's Fauci. Yeah, I've definitely been following this. That shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah, and he's fucking just having mental breakdowns, and he went over to that 19-year-old TikToker's house and fucking slapped him in his face and threw water on him. He was slapping the Island Boys and fucking like what the fuck?
Yeah, he had that weird mask on. Then he got arrested.
Yeah, then he went to a hotel room. So this guy is just streaming 24/7. And it's just, he's already kind of manic. And so people know he's streaming. So when they see him in public, they kind of try to get an arouse out of him because it's all for content. And he's trying to be entertaining. That cannot be good for your fucking mental health. So
Well, he's bipolar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I think Aiden Ross, one of those other streamers, were saying he didn't take his meds for a few days and shit. And he ended up in a hotel room on the phone calling the cops saying that someone had a gun to his head. So pretty much swatted himself. And there's a video of on his own stream of the cops arresting him, and they end up just taking him to he's in a mental hospital right now.
Good. Isn't that crazy, bro? Think about that. He streams 24/7. Every private phone call, everything. It's on for everybody to see. He was in Arizona for like a couple days. Yeah, and he was walking on the freeway, and people were going up and fucking with him. It was weird. He got kicked out. He got doxxed at a fucking bar. Bunch of weird shit, man.
Let me see if I can find the arrest. I don't know the point of
well,
I don't know. I guess it is pretty fucking popular. People were talking about it, but it's just
people love to see people's spiral. They love to see people spiral out of control. Yeah, it is 100% a mental health issue, Brad. He is bipolar. He is manic. He talks to his therapist on this shit.
Right now, I got invited to go to
he's wearing a tank top and he's wearing a vest where I believe he has weapons.
So this guy was like fucking with him too. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Is another streamer, but he was getting into it with them, and they were swatting each other, kind of, or I don't know, something like that.
He was telling him to come to my house.
Men in his room as well.
Florida's a stand your ground state.
$77 million deal to do live streaming.
He's at the Intercontinental Hotel in Miami. That's 100 Chopin.
Why do people do that, dude? It's so cheesy.
I don't know. I thought that was the arrest. My bad. But yeah.
Well, he gets arrested right after that. Yeah, that dude. The reason he flipped out. Thank Chad. Don't worry, dude. They're on their way, bro. They're on their way.
You'll get a McClay will send him in 2027.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
They're on their way,
dude. Fuck.
Yeah.
Thank you, dude.
It's got more than I just had to wait for one thing to show up to send yours out, dude. You'll like it, and you'll know what it is when you get it. I talked about it. So yeah, man, the dude that he flipped, the Fuzi dude flipped out because that other streamer kid was calling his hotel and telling him, "Hey, I know where you're at. You know, I'm gonna fucking dox you." It's so weird, bro. It's weird how they
all that doxing shit's crazy on all those streamers. That Aiden dude gets doxed all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, it's going to be interesting to see after all of this. Will Kick or, will they sign him?
Well, he's already on Kick. Are they going to get rid of him?
Is he on Kick? Well, I think he's streaming to Kick, but he's trying to get a deal. He's always like, "Where's my deal?" He wants one of those like $50-100 million deals.
Oh
like
yeah,
that XQC guy or whatever got.
Yeah.
So. I don't think he has one of those big deals. So that's what I'm saying. Like, will they give him that deal or not? But I don't think they should. He'll end up killing somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, he's totally manic. It's sad, dude. What up, JLS?
And dogs are the best. As a matter of fact, I have a shit ton of dog videos to get into. Once McClay makes it back to his mothership. But
bro, these are so smooth.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you got to try these.
I got my green pipe.
King Palms.
Yeah, we are big animal lovers here. Big, huge dog fans. I have 2 dogs myself. They actually have their own YouTube channel. It's a shameless plug if you want to follow them. McClay actually, he has an awesome dog named Abby, but he's also watching his parents' dog right now.
Yep.
So, but I have a bunch of because my dog has a fucking channel, I get my algorithms filled with all kinds of cool dog videos I can show you guys. A lot of them are huskies. If you guys are husky fans out there or not. Whoa, is this an inside? Oh shit, there's Abby. Abby! She's so cute.
Shout like a light.
What was that, me? You gonna do a dual cam? This is pretty cool, dude. I have this this video I wanted to show you in regards to Battlefield 3. And it says, in 2007, a man by the gamer tag Stun Gravy hits this clip in Battlefield 3. So this was like a pretty like wow moment in the game, okay? So he's flying around. He ejects, lets out his rocket, shoots the enemy, and then gets back in his plane. Okay?
Whoa.
The internet goes wild when this clip goes around.
Офигеть, он в стратосферу пошел.
10 years later, this is the trailer for the new game.
Wow.
They added in the trailer. He's flipping his shit, bro.
That's badass, dude. That's cool. They're fucking stoked, dude.
They fucking, I hate when they turn the music up like that on these clips. Like, turn the music down. Fuck. Like, I want to hear the fucking, I want to hear the dialogue. That's my favorite comment. If I hear it, if I see something and it's just the music, I'm like, can you turn the music up?
This is kind of cool. Check this out. This is this guy who makes cards on IG, makes custom like sports cards and shit, and he made this one of one Sugar Sean card, and he wants to send it to him. He's like, where do I need to send it?
Oh, dope.
Look how badass that looks.
Crazy shit now.
That shit is badass.
Just one, huh?
Just one, dude. Pretty cool.
I don't know, my internet's running slow. These videos aren't loading.
So here's the ones that I tried are the King Palm ones, but supposedly Raw makes the Palm ones too that they're just putting out. So I'm definitely gonna try those too. I got something cool to show you. Check this out. This is we were talking about the Aaron Rodgers show earlier and about just teammates and how it's cool, you know.
Yeah, the Hard Knock shit.
Scenes. Yeah.
Dude,
Well,
so just really quick, there's another show on Netflix. I think it's just called Quarterback or something, and they follow Patrick Mahomes and a few other quarterbacks. That show's fucking badass too.
Yeah. I guess this was when Ken Griffey Jr. went to the Hall of Fame, or they retired his number or something in Seattle. He had Jay Buhner was the last person he talked about, dude. And I remember growing up thinking Jay Buhner was one of the coolest motherfuckers ever, dude. He looked like a fucking, like, just mean.
I have 2 Jay Buhner stories, dude.
Yeah.
So one is when I went to Yankee Stadium. I sat out in right field, and he was it right field? I think it was right field, and he played right field, and the entire fucking crowd was just throwing things at him, going, Buhner sucks, Buhner sucks, Buhner. And that just was like a core memory, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The other one was he was driving in a convertible like an Arrowhead, because I used to spring train over there and shit. And I forgot who I was with, but like they're like, holy shit, that's Jay Buhner. And he's like, oh, hey, what's up? And he like waved to us and shit. It's like,
I delivered pizzas to him once.
oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. They would rent houses out here. So anyways, this is cool, dude. Check this out.
Waited till last to talk about Jay.
Really?
I'm not gonna tell no stories. Okay, maybe one. Of all people that I would consider my brother from another mother, a guy who listens to country music, wears cowboy boots, big belt buckles. I got 17 speakers in a car, sweatsuits, rap music. Two people that are so far apart on every level became really close. Now, I don't know if that's the pitching changes that we had and I went over to right field, but there is no other person in this world other than my parents that if something ever happened to me or my wife, that I would want to raise my kids.
Can you, dude, does it me or does this suit look like way too big?
Oh, it is. It definitely is.
The fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you catch that?
No, I'll do that again. Sorry.
Hold on.
I waited till last.
He flipped him off. He flipped him off.
He did?
He was crying and he flipped him off.
To talk about Jay.
So I thought that was really good, dude. Jay Buhner, man.
Ken Griffey Jr., I feel like if he didn't have his injuries and shit, he would have went down as one of the greatest, because he was dropping bombs and shit, but like not involved with the steroid bullshit, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, he was a stud athlete, man. Him, Bo Jackson. Could you imagine if Bo Jackson never got hurt, bro?
Oh, I know.
If Bo Jackson never got hurt,
Bo Jackson
would be like Shohei Ohtani who, you know?
He just got hurt.
I know, it sucks. It's sad.
Dude, Bo Jackson was always my favorite cards to collect. Like the baddest card I thought was like that black and white one where he has the football shoulder pads on and he's holding the bat. That was like one of the baddest. But check this out, dude. I'm gonna show some dog videos. Most of them are husky and shit because people are talking about their love for dogs and animals. But this is kind of, never seen anything like this before. I've never seen a dog do that, dude. That's crazy.
No, dude. I seen a cat do it.
I kind of get it more of a cat. Here, I'll play 2 in a row really quick because this one's really good too. There's another husky. This is pretty good.
Selfie. Close the door.
I wouldn't want my husky to do that.
Selfie.
On my way, Mum.
Oh, I've seen this.
Here I am.
That's badass, dude.
Yeah.
Blue selfie.
Yeah.
Fabio Singarini would never do that.
Yeah. Did you see this?
Oh shit! Are they playing
26th anniversary of El Diablo?
Fuck! I remember last year.
Day.
Yeah, I wish they were coming out here. They're going to like Salt Lake and LA or San Diego, I think, and they're playing Carpe Diem, the full album, and their new album, and then they're going to Europe for a few dates. But yeah, if you haven't listened to Woolhaven, you like heavy shit, they're one of the baddest bands ever. And they were cool enough to let me use one of their songs in the Sound Guy. I wrote their song like kind of as part of the script, like kind of the way the lyrics hit and shit, not knowing. And then we luckily or I should say fortunately had him on the podcast as a guest. And then I asked him, he's like, yeah, it's totally cool. It's like, fuck yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're about as
Pretty
fuck.
crazy.
Their new album's so fucking sick.
Yeah, it's heavy as fuck.
But let's check out the top 10 animal farts.
Oh,
top
God.
10 animal farts. I like that one, actually. That was a pretty good one. I wish that'd be dope to have a tail, dude. That's fun, right? When you take a bath and you fart. I took a bath last week because I do it with Epsom salt and shit for my back, and just farting in the bathtub's fun.
Right on.
Oh. Oh.
Holy shit, rabbits fart like that?
Gross.
What the fuck? Snake shit smells so bad.
Oh, it's so gross.
Ew.
Oh. I used to have a ball python, dude. I know what that smelled like. This is my favorite.
Oh my God. Dude, that's fucking terrible, bro.
Yeah, you know what? It's crazy to think the person who put that together has a job ranking farts. I mean, holy shit, I didn't realize it. The TikTok's called World of Farts. He probably monetizes and makes money off of it. Yeah, dude, check this out, bro. 300,000 followers. Let's check out a couple more. Whoa, what is this? This is gonna get us a strike. Ugh.
In a jar, bro. Farts in a jar. Dude, I've been talking about those forever, bro.
What?
Dude, farts in a jar.
I know. You know that what's that show? Is it 90 Day Fiance? That chick, she made like a shit ton off of selling farts in a jar.
You can put those in vending machines like Coke machines.
For dinner tonight, I had a Big Poncho's chimichanga, some chips.
Oh, what is he doing?
These are my favorite. They're ring ones.
That's not really. Yeah, because they don't know. That's really loud. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Those are the best ones because people don't realize that there's cameras on them and shit. And it's always like a UPS guy or Amazon guy shitting himself.
Yeah. Did you see this, bro? Check this out. We got a fucking. Here it is. I've been seeing these all over my IG lately. They just send you the grow bag. Yeah.
With. Oh wow.
Yeah. Remember, I told you about these, man. These things are crazy.
How much is it?
Not much. Mushroomsupplies.com. Let's take a look. You get 15% off. Shop now. $40.
We should get sponsored by them.
That would be dope. You know, it'd be real dope. I think you can make. What are the ones in the ground? The truffles, the psychedelic truffles. I think you can make them with a pressure cooker, bro.
You're telling me like you're whispering in my ear and shit, like no one's supposed to know in her ear. Like,
Yeah.
like ever there's
Take a look. I'm ripped right now, bro.
oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to show that video. What's up, guys? Don't forget, if you have a UFO experience or a UFO video that you want us to see if it's, you know, real or fake, or look into or talk about, you can always email it to us, send us to us in chat, you know, through our socials or on the Discord. Right, McClay?
Man, Discord is in the link to the Discord is in the thing, the description, and there is a call and live section, which I am now in, which I wasn't in before, but now I am. You guys want to give us a call?
I kind of felt bad for Nick Nolte. Is it Nick Nolte or who's this fucking guy right here?
I feel like C-Mac. I always thought
Nick
for a
Nolte,
while
right?
there. Yeah.
So check this out.
Let's talk about your cable ASO award.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. What about buttered sausage?
That's not your jam. It's not your thing. You don't like it?
It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
What's wrong with him? Has he lost it?
AI.
Oh, wow. See, I would have thought that was real, dude.
I don't think it's real. I'm pretty sure on other posts that I saw that they were saying it's AI and that this wasn't real. Doesn't it look kind of fucking fake?
Let's talk about your cable ASO award.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. What about buttered sausage?
That's not your jam. It's not your thing. You don't like it?
It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
Yeah,
there's no way that can.
Yeah.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does.
It's a deep fake.
It's gotta be, right?
Yeah, let me see if I can find that.
That's kind of crazy.
It's not Nick Nolte. That's Gary Busey.
Yeah, Gary Busey.
Nick Nolte. Why the fuck did I say that?
Yeah, they're kind of similar now. They both went crazy. That's for sure.
I don't fucking know. Yeah, it says deep fake. I don't know. There's different videos that say it's real and some that say it's a deep fake.
Yeah.
Hope no one's breaking into my house.
Ever seen? Oh, bro, did you see this? It's another sports thing, but it's kind of cool. This dude for the Phillies used this new bat that looks like.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was crazy.
Right? Isn't that cool? Super cool.
Man at 76. Starts really good. He knew at the end of the season, through the postseason, they were feeding him a lot of fastballs.
This is a real game?
The ability to hit fastballs.
Yeah.
That's a strike.
It's this Victus Sports put this new bat out right here.
So, dude, they're just allowed to do that now?
Well, they're wood bats.
Yeah, I know. They could just make them flashy as fuck, do whatever, you know?
They should. They should, bro. Baseball
like,
needs to be flashy. That's why we love like Fernando Tatis. You know?
Do a lot of people watch baseball still?
Yeah, it's weird.
They do?
I mean, it's more fun now, but it's not as fun as other sports.
I feel like little kids don't play baseball as well. That's maybe I'm just going off like, you know, my nephews and things like that, but
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
more into like football and soccer and basketball. Peace out, dude. Have a good one. Yeah,
Well,
we're
you
gonna
know
we're gonna
what?
wrap here in about 15 minutes and shit. So
A lot of young kids are doing MMA now. You know, they're
that's
growing
the
up
thing,
in
dude, is
jiu-jitsu.
you can't fuck with anybody. Because even
Mm-mm.
if you're out there and some dude
These little
and
kids
he's
will tie you in a pretzel,
he
dude.
looks like a nerd, he'll fucking get on your back and you won't bugging him off.
I think that's a good thing. I think that's something that
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
For sure. But you know
that
why?
needs.
Because you release your anger there instead of into the world. And then anything that comes at you doesn't bother you as much. Because you know what I mean?
Yep.
You're free of that anger inside. I wish I
Yeah,
could
you
train
can
so
still
bad, dude,
protect
because of my
yourself.
back. Not to be like a badass or to beat people up, just to like be humbled. Get my ass kicked by some chick.
Yeah.
That's like half my age, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Chad says my 6-year-old grandson has been doing
Oh,
jiu-jitsu for
nice.
2 years. Yeah.
That's dope.
I mean,
know
that's
DT's kids did that.
yeah, it's like I said, it's become very, very popular and good. It's a good thing. It's a very good thing.
If you ever need it, if you're in Phoenix, another good jiu-jitsu is Strong Heart Jiu-Jitsu.
Strong Heart. Oh yeah.
That's one of our homies. So shout out to Mike Martin from Strong Heart. I have a few more videos, I think. Let me see here.
I got one. You got a cool dog one.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, watch this.
Oh, I saw this too.
I love the way he looks at him afterwards. Right here. That's a good one.
Yeah, those
fucking dog.
After fucking wrapping Zelda up, it kind of sucks not having a game. And thank fucking God I did not buy Diablo 4, because it just has turned into a complete shit show and shows how Blizzard isn't capable of doing that anymore, you know?
Yeah.
But it just seems like every game that comes out just sucks now, dude.
Are you not going to play Diablo?
Not now, dude. It's just they keep they did an update that the game is already fucked, and then maybe someone in chat can change my mind, but fuck, I forgot what I was gonna even say.
Yeah, man. If you have a story to tell us, you can. The Discord is their link to the Discord is in there, and if you just want to type it out, or if you want to put something in the UFO report, there's a UFO report section under the Bogcast right here. Just drop us your story, man. We'll talk about it for sure. If you want to call in, you can always call in too. Lines are always open. But yeah.
Are you gonna play? Didn't you say you're gonna start playing WoW or something? Or there's like that Baldur's Gate 3 game that looks pretty dope. I don't know if anyone's playing that.
Yeah.
Stargate
a lot
or
of people
whatever.
playing
Is it
that.
Stargate or Starfield, I should say. Did you see that game?
What game? Starfield?
Is it Starfield? The one where you can go to all those fucking planets and shit and the super open world. It's coming out in a few weeks, dude. A couple weeks, I think.
Yeah.
And then
said he's
also
gonna give it a try.
Nice. And then a Fallout trailer leaked for Jonathan Nolan's new show, and it looks bad as fuck. Because he's doing that new show off that video game, the Fallout series.
Where do you see it on like YouTube?
Let me see if I can
Twitter.
Let me see if I can find it on TikTok.
Well, while you search that, here's a funny video. A bunch of kids found another fake police car.
ETV Life.
Oh yeah, I saw this. This is funny. The comments are funny too, because it's people saying like, "Oh, I knew that was fake."
Yeah.
This dude too, like he just you know, a random dude on TikTok, and they had this video that just blows up. Then fucking Mesa and shit. I hate that
Yeah.
shit, dude.
Yeah.
But here, I don't think we'll get a copyright strike for it because it's kind of like a cam, you know. But check this out.
The movies that inspired Starfield is the movie Interstellar, written by Jonathan Nolan, goes by Jonah. And I got to know Jonah, and I always wanted to make a Fallout TV show. So I talked to Jonah about it, and we have been making a Fallout TV show that's coming, and we thought just for you all here in this room, we
cool.
would give you a little sneak peek of the show. This is a very early sneak peek. We don't plan on ever putting this out. There'll be bigger teasers later, but we'd love to hear what you think about it. And here we go. Thanks.
It's about as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
That was Walton Goggins, dude.
Yeah. That is badass.
And shout out to my homie Scott Levesque, one of my good fucking film buddies, and he actually shot the sound guy. He was a lighting tech on the set of that for I don't know how long, dude. He worked. He was doing gaffer and grip work, like all the lighting and shit. And he he was telling me, he texted me all excited one day. He's like, "Holy shit, bro! Elon Musk just walked by me," because Elon Musk was there setting up Starlink, because it's like they were literally sending footage because they were shooting in Utah, I think, somewhere, but they would send the footage through Starlink straight to LA to get edited right away. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So Elon Musk was there, like having to fuck with the Starlink, and Scott
They're
fucking
probably
walked,
on hold right now.
and Scott fucking walked right by him. I was like, "Oh shit, that's dope."
I got
Like,
one last thing to show you that's super cool. This is a sculpture by a dude called Julian Voss Andre, a German sculptor based in Portland. But this is kind of crazy to think that this works like this. So it's a sculpture of a astronaut, right?
Whoa.
That shit's crazy, man. It's made up of over 100 vertically oriented steel sheets.
Whoa.
Yeah. With mirrors on one side. Makes it almost like Predator-like at some points, you know? That is crazy.
I love creative shit like that, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is my last video. I always knew that Chris Farley was the original voice of Shrek, and he did like 85% of the dialogue before he died and shit. And then Mike Myers got a hold of it and kind of redid the script to kind of make it more like his own, and then also add that like Scottish accent. But there was a leaked video of Chris Farley actually. I don't think it's actually his takes from that would have been used, but more like him reading, because he sounds like he's kind of reading off the script, and more like he would be if he was actually doing the voiceovers and shit. But I'm just gonna play it really quick because I thought it was interesting. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Urquhart said he'd give me my own swamp in exchange for the princess.
You really think you can trust that Weasley oil rag, don't you?
Yeah, right.
He looked a little different too.
Now I'm gonna have what he wants.
Boy, has he underestimated you.
Yeah, he can join the club. People see me and they go, "Ah! Help! A big, stupid, stinky, smelly, ugly ogre! I'm so scared!" And they judge me before they even know me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I know it's not that you'd be like, yeah, Mike Myers, of course, but like I said, I think it was just they called him in and they're like, yeah, here's the script, and like they do previs and shit, and back then it was probably
Yeah.
all sketches and shit. Like that's what most films do is
Yeah.
you kind of pre-visualize the whole thing, and
They made him look kind of like him, a little bit more like Chris Farley too.
yeah, dude. Anyway, guys, we appreciate you hanging out with us each week. That's actually all I got. Like I said, make sure to let us know in the comments if you are smoking a sativa or an indica. Also, let us know the strain names. We are sponsored by Manscaped. You can get 20% off by just using the promo code Bogcast. That is 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. Just use promo code Bogcast. They have the new package 4.0. Got a ball trimmer in there, fucking ball deodorant, crop reviver, all kinds of goodies. And let's see, you got anything else, McClay?
Nope.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you next week. Peace out. Thanks for everything.
Much.